Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going over Regidrago VSTAR and its friends that are all hopefully going to make an impact in the game. This deck was pretty hyped going into the World Championships that just concluded yesterday. So far, I do like this deck. It's something that is worth playing. It is always, it kind of has an answer for everything. But let's go ahead and get into the deck and kind of talk about it. We do have the Regidrago VSTAR with its Legacy Star VSTAR ability. It says go ahead and discard the top 7 from your deck and then take 2 cards out of your discard. It does not have to be from those 7. It can be from the entire discard. So maybe using your Legacy Star mid-game is probably where you're going to like it the most. It's hopefully when you're going to start putting dragons in your discard so you can start using attacks. For Grass Fire, it has the Apex Dragon attack, which says use any of the dragons attack from your discard and use it as this attack. So you can go in, use Dragapult, then next turn use Kyurem, then next turn use Dragonite. It all just depends on what you want to use for that attack. It is supported by Teal Mask Ogerpon. Teal Mask Ogerpon, with its Teal Dance ability, says attach a grass energy to this Pokemon and draw a card. It's draw support. It's also energy acceleration because we're going to be using plenty of E-switches to get energy from Ogerpon over to the Regidrago. It is supported also by Fezandipiti EX, which is brand new with Shrouded Fables. It says anytime one of your Pokemon is knocked out on your opponent's turn, you can then draw 3 cards during your turn. It's kind of nice. It's draw support. It's reliable. 210 damage, 210 HP is on the higher side of cards like this. Obviously, we've got Mew right next to it with 180. You've got Luminion at 170. Your Squawk ability at 160. So Fezandipiti with 210, it might survive a hit. Might. Probably won't, but it might. Speaking of Mew, we also have the Mew with its Restart ability. If you have less than 3, you can draw up to 3. And in this deck, genome hacking isn't really a bad attack. We could be going up against, say, something like a Charizard, and then slap it for 300 damage, or whatever we need. As far as attackers go, they're not really attackers, but they'll be used as attacks. We do have Dragapult EX with its Phantom Dive ability, with its Phantom Dive attack for 200, and then does 6 damage counters onto your opponent's bench. It's really nice. It's something we can throw around. Oh, I don't like that Frigibax being there. Oh, I don't like that Bidoof being there. We can kind of keep things moving and get little cheeky KOs, but also spread damage so that we can hit bigger KOs if we need to. We have the Giratina VSTAR with its Lost Impact attack. 280 damage is always great. We're going to hit a ton of stuff for 280 as a good knockout. And then, of course, we do have to Lost Zone 2 energy from the Pokemon that attacks. We have the Hisuian Goodra VSTAR with its Rolling Iron. Does 200, but then it takes 80 less damage the next turn, which makes Regidrago survive a little bit better. We do have the Haxorus with its Bring Down the Axe attack. I absolutely love it. If your opponent has a special energy attached to their active Pokemon, just knock it out. Just get rid of it. It also has Dragon Pulse for 230, and then discard top 3 of your deck, which actually just helps Regidrago because we might not have all of the dragons we want to use, and that might be the one that gets us. We do have the Dragonite. I absolutely love Dragonite in this. Other people have removed it. I think it's always a one-of in this deck. With its Energy Hurricane. Does 180, but then you get to search your deck for up to 3 energy cards and then attach them to your Pokemon however you see fit. Which is really kind of nice because you can get another Regidrago up and running and we don't have to worry about things. And 180 will get small HP EXs. So it's going to get your Mews, it's going to get your Lumineons, and it's going to get your Squawkabillies, and just kind of knock those out as we want. We are also running the Kyurem, or Kyurem. You tell me in the comments how I'm supposed to say it. But Kyurem is how I've always said it. Kyurem, with its Trifrost attack, discard all the energy attached to the attacker, so in this case Regidrago, but do 110 to 3 of your opponent's benched Pokemon, which is kind of nice. We can take out quite a bit. We do have the, as a backup attacker and just as an attacker late game, we do have the Radiant Charizard, because you just can't go wrong. 250 damage, knock something out for 1 fire energy. We kind of like that. We are running the 4-3-2 line of supporters. In this case, it's 4 research, 2 boss, and 3 boss, 2 Iono, I should say. This is going to be a pretty standard or kind of staple-y way of doing your supporters. Sometimes it's 4 Iono, 2 research, or 2 boss, and the numbers can kind of flip-flop around. But a lot of decks are going to be running these 3 supporters in some way, some form or fashion. We are running a Prime Catcher as our A-spec of the day. Just another gusting effect, but we might not want a Regidrago to go down, or we might have, unfortunately, got caught with a Fezandipiti inactive, and we'll go ahead and Prime Catcher, switch into our Regidrago, and we're good to go. Now, we are also running a Canceling Cologne. Canceling Cologne is going to be really good for when they throw up a Mimikyu inactive, or when they throw up the Manaphy and we're not able to use Trifrost. We want to be able to turn those abilities off, get rid of them for a turn, and still be able to take KOs how we need to do so. I really like this deck. It's something that I will say does and can stall out. RNG does kind of need to be in your favor so far from my testing, but let's go ahead and get into these games that I have not done yet and see how we do. Let's see. With this deck, we kind of want to go first, but we also kind of don't mind going second. Being able to use a supporter on that first turn is kind of cool. But also being able to use your, say, Ultra Balls or something like that to get rid of dragons early. Either way, you can kind of go first or second. We're going second on this one, so hopefully we get a... Okay, well, that's... Okay, well, that's a thing that happened. So we'll see what we get. Okay, we do get a mulligan off of this. Night Stretcher with Earthen Vessel. I don't know what this could be. We'll see. We'll take the one. We do get the research. We do like that. Okay, it is an Iron Valiant. I have not seen this particular deck being played, so we will see what happens. Just draw and pass. Okay. Okay, we get an Iono. We do want to attach. I don't mind getting rid of... I honestly don't mind getting rid of the fire and the Iono right here. We can get ourselves... let's go ahead and get ourselves... Let's get ourselves an Ogerpon. No, let's not get ourselves an Ogerpon. Let's get ourselves... We have 2 Regidrago VSTAR, 3 in hand. We're going to get rid of all of that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the... you know what? We'll grab a... we don't have Dragonite, do we? No, we don't. We'll go ahead and grab Giratina VSTAR. And as weird as it is, we're going to go ahead and get rid of research. And get rid of some things. Okay. With this, I know I'm not too worried about it. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. And any switch, why not? We can go ahead and start up the Ogerpon. We do have the Regidrago for next turn. Ogerpon down. Let's go ahead and get rid of our Iono. Getting a grass. We can go ahead and Teal Dance onto the Ogerpon. Okay, Haxorus doesn't hurt. And then we can go ahead and Celestial Roar. Reveal the cards. Okay, well, that sucks. Having the Prime Catcher go down kind of sucks, but we should be able to knock out this bad boy. Okay, another Teal mask. I don't mind that. We can go ahead and attach E-switch from here to here, and we will just go ahead and take a quick knockout. Apex Dragon, we'll go ahead and use Lost Impact. No, we will get rid of... Well, it doesn't matter, really, because we're already winning. Quick, easy game, not gonna lie to you. I don't know why it's making us do that. They don't have any Pokemon left. But, quick, easy game. We take those. I don't mind seeing it every once in a while. And again, we match. It's kind of my twinsy over there. Let's get into the next one. Again, with this, we don't mind going second. Going first gives us an... Hang on. Going first gives us an extra kind of turn if we have, say, a couple dragons in our hand and we've got an Ultra Ball or something like that. But either way, we're pretty comfortable with this deck. Going first, going second, it really doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and go first this time since we went second last time. Okay, Ogerpon down. It's something. It's something. We will see what we are coming up against here shortly. With this particular match, or with this particular hand, we can go ahead and Earthen Vessel one of these Iono. Okay, a Dusknoir, Dusknoir. Okay. Again, I don't mind getting rid of an Iono here to get two grass. Let's go ahead and use Teal Mask, or Teal Dance, I should say, is the ability, but Teal Mask Ogerpon. Okay, we've got a boss. I don't want to get rid of the Iono this turn, and we can go ahead and get rid of the switch, that's fine. And let's go ahead and do a Regidrago. Regidrago down. Attach to Regidrago. Energy switch from here to Regidrago, and then we can end our turn. Luckily, we've got a lot of Pokemon that are high HP, or high enough HP that, say, Dusknoir isn't really going to hurt us that much. I would really like to be able to get Regidrago V-STAR. I would really like to get a potentially Kyurem. If we can get Kyurem and a Fire Energy this turn and get the Regidrago, if we can get the right things going for us, that's going to be an Iono for him, and he'll use the Iono on us. That's okay, we were going to use Iono anyway. I would just like to... And it does keep things safe. This is not bad, y'all. This isn't so bad. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the shuffle, but that's okay. Okay, Regidrago, I don't mind that. And then we can go ahead and Teal Dance. Onto here, we get another Ogerpon. That's not bad at all. And we'll go ahead and research. Okay. Drago down. Fire here. We can go ahead and retreat into Drago. We can use Teal Dance here to get another Drago V. What do I want them to have less of? I think at this point the Pidgey is a bad is a bad Mamma Jamma to have available. We will go ahead and, you know what, let's Legacy Star, see what else we can get. Okay, let's see. I really want the boss. And I really kind of want the E-Switch. Yeah, we'll do that. Boss for next turn, plus E-Switch. Let's go ahead and Apex Dragon. I don't mind doing the Phantom Dive. And we'll go ahead and put them all over here on this Pidgey. It slows them down. And we're okie dokie. Well, we're not okie dokie. We're Regidrago. 2 off the top. Nest Ball. Okay. What we can do is potentially Nest Ball into another Ogerpon. That would be cool. What we could also potentially do... Okay, Counter Catcher, no biggie. He'll bring up the other Regidrago. It would be smart to bring up the other Regidrago, I should say. If he doesn't bring up the other Regidrago, what we will do is we will probably... if he does bring up the other Regidrago, what we can do is we can attach Fire. We can then E-Switch from Ogerpon. We can then Earthen Vessel for more energy, and they'll concede. We're good to go. And there you go. There is Regidrago V-Star. 2 quick games. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So far, I think that there's a little bit of consistency with this as an issue. I do like this deck. You need more than one Ogerpon to really kind of keep things moving. You need to get into your professor's research. If I were to cut anything, gee, what would I cut? Personally, I would probably cut a Grass Energy and probably cut the Mew. It didn't come in handy at all for me. It kind of was a liability. I threw it away as fast as I could. I would personally get rid of those 2 because you do have so many Earthen Vessels. But I would get rid of those 2, and I would probably put Pokegears in here. Or I would put a Palpad in here for sure. Palpad is one of my favorite cards, and it just isn't working. What else would I get rid of? I would probably keep everything the same. I might get rid of the Radiant Charizard. It doesn't... I didn't use it in any of the games you saw. I also haven't used it in any of the other games that I played. Well, yeah, maybe get rid of that. Maybe try to do a Palpad in here. Do something like that. Maybe more switching cards, because it's very easy to get something trapped and active with this deck. But overall, I do like it. I do see why people are going to be playing it at Worlds, or did play it at Worlds. Let me rephrase. I can absolutely see why things in this deck and why people like it so much. That being said, is it something I would personally use? Probably not. It's just not my style of play. There's a little... For me, it's too inconsistent. Would I play this at a challenge or a cup? Yeah, probably. If I, got invited and said, hey, we're going to pay for you, don't worry about it. I didn't bring a deck, that's fine, I got this, play this. I would definitely play it that way. Would I play it in a regional? I think it's strong in a regional. If your RNG, if your luck goes your way, I think it's very strong. I think it's very powerful. I think it can take anything out that it wants. But again... it's not consistent enough for me. Is it strong enough to be in a regional? Absolutely. Definitely. Does it survive? Would I bring it to Baltimore? Yeah. But other than that, other than maybe taking one Grass Energy out, taking the Mew out, taking the Radiant Charizard out, I think you don't have a lot of play in this deck. It's a good deck, but it's not a deck that I like. You should tell me why you like this deck, though. Why you think that I'm a bad at it, or why the games that I played didn't really show the deck off enough. And I would agree with that, but here we are. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the things to help me continue to put out decks like this and try different things in the meta. Now that Worlds is over, we are doing a different kind of release schedule. We are doing Meta Mondays and Fun Deck Fridays. So this Friday, you can look forward to Steelix and Dodrio, courtesy of Professor Gnome. Thank you, sir, for letting me use that. Today was Regidrago. Next Monday, we are going to do Charizard. Anyway, have fun. Stay safe. I love you. Bye.